are going shrimping today, freshwater prawning, and this is what we're going with today. So we've got a sneaky little trick. We've got a barbecue in a box, charcoal. This is what we're going to be cooking our freshwater shrimp or prawns on if we get enough today. And we've got our nets with our tags on them and our bait. I'm using dog biscuits today, and Greg's using, what do you got, soap?
Yes, soap.
He's got soap, tuna and dog biscuits, but we're and a tuna roll. But we're going underneath the bridge today, under the pylons. So in the same river, different spot, and let's get it going. So we'll get them all set up here nice and quickly, get them into the water. We've got a bucket for the shrimp, all the prawns, just so if we get a heap we can just let them sit in there and flush anything out that's in them. So these are a bit rusty because they've been at the coast, but and just pop it open there. You've got your little bait socket. Just going to put some dog biscuits. I find dog biscuits are really good for yabbies, shrimp. So just some dog biscuits in there, and a little bait holder. And the smell from these dog biscuits seems to get them going pretty good. And we've got a few other surprises up our sleeves for cooking today, so we'll try and make it interesting as we can. And we're literally, I don't know if you can see the rocks down there, but it's rocky, and there's a bit of a log there, and we are literally just going to pop down here without falling down into the rocks, and just 1, 2, and we're just going to chuck him in there like that. Yeah, and the bubbles have already started, so we'll just quickly tie him off here, just so. All right, so number 1 trap's in, so we'll go for the second one. The same as last time, and Greg's got his trap rigging up. He's using soap. Give us a shot of that soap there, Greg. Greg's using soap, so we'll see what the soap's any good. But we've got a few things to try if one of them doesn't work. So we're just gonna, I'll put dog biscuits in both of mine. Nothing fancy, just good old-fashioned dog biscuits from the servo. And we'll just zip him up like that. Oh, you didn't have any red meat? And we'll just pop another one right about there. And oopsies. And we'll just tie him off just here because we're the only ones here today, so which is good. Nice and quiet. All right, so 2 traps are in the river, and this is a little surprise. I'll wait till we get to this, but this is from Bunnings, $3.99, and it's a disposable Hot Rocks charcoal burner. So, and a few other ingredients in my bag, and we got the skewers. So they're going to be prawns or shrimp on some skewers, and we've got some other cooking, and we got these to try. Now these are a bit exciting. We're going to try and make it pretty gourmet cooking today. So we got little squeezy herb. This one is lemongrass, and we've got a Thai gourmet seasoning and a chili, a stir-in chili. So we're going to paint these on the shrimp or the prawns, and we got some just some Coles minced garlic as well, and we got some garlic and herb already cooked, ready to eat potatoes, but we're going to put them on the charcoal burner, so it's going to be a bit fancy today. That's the idea. So we'll see how we go, but they've only just been in, so we'll check them and I'll come back to you in about 10 minutes. All right, well, what have they been in? About 10-15 minutes?
Yep.
And we're going to do our first pull on the shrimp nets and see if we've got any. So we'll go, Greg's going to pull this one in first. Try not to fall in at the same time. See if we've got any good ones. Oh, let's have a look in here.
One big one.
One big one.
2 littlies.
2 littlies. Open him up and we'll see what we got. If you can see him in there, that's the ones we're after. The ones that look like prawns. So this is it. This is what we're after. The freshwater prawns. Oh, see the nippers? Why is it every time I come fishing I get bit? See? So they look like a prawn. They've got the spike on the top. They've got the spike on the top. Tail. They've got the nippers. So these is what we're after. So he's going to go in the bucket and purge out because you just want him nice and clean. So that's what they look like. And that's what we're after. See, and you got to be very careful. They will bite you, but that doesn't. Alrighties. So we'll pop this one back and we'll pull up the other net and we'll pop this guy in the bucket. Which are these ones? Yeah, we'll pop them in. And if we get some little ones, we'll use them for bait. Because there's a big log that just runs here.
Full of eggs.
Oh, that's fine. There's no lure on these ones. There's no lure on shrimp.
Bucket.
Yeah, just down here. Buckets in the water with the holes. So that's what we're after. The old freshwater shrimp with the prawns. Our very first shrimp prawn cook up for the channel. So he's just going to go in the water. And I think we got one more maybe.
Yep.
And it's just on the dog biscuits. So we'll just give them a crunch up. Let out all that fat. What have we got? One big one and 2 baits, bait size ones. And we'll try not to fall over because that's my trick. Oh, and we'll chuck him back out. And he's a bit tangled up here in the rocks. And out it goes. Straight down in between the rocks. And I'll just give my hands a wash and we'll go for the second one. Oh, stuck. You watch me fall in. And we'll go to the second one. I think I just seen oh, there's one on top. Oh, we got a rider. Oh, look, we got a rider. Grab him, we got a rider on top. Yes, look at that one on top. And that one is so much bigger than the other one. Oh, have we got any inside? And we've got craybobs. Look, we got bait as well. Oh, if I can get it open, zipper's jammed. What have we got in here? We've got 3, 4. We have scored good in this one. Have a look in there. So we might have to, if I bring this a bit closer. So we got perfect bait size yabbies, perfect yellow belly size yabbies. We got another one. Hey, yeah. Oh, mother lick, he's gonna get me. Oh, no. Don't worry about him, we'll catch him again. And we've got quite a good lot of shrimp in there. So we're actually doing really good. They're not too bad. We'll sort through these later, which ones that we don't want to keep, but that there's a perfect size. And I think this was the best net so far. So there's another few. The big nippers on them. So I think that was pretty good. So we'll just, again, just squash that bait up and just out again. Ah, probably would. And that net over there, we just checked it, but it had nothing. But we've got one more over this way. So we've got 2 each, which is all you're allowed. And let's see if Greg's net got any. So Greg's is the orange one. Down here, he's got a tin of tuna in his. So we'll see if Greg's has got any. And one of those little bait yabbies I might put on, because there's a perfect ledge under here. This ledge runs all the way along here and there's a forky tree. So I might put him there. I'll see if Greg's got any in his trap, which is way down here. We never know. We'll see if we've got any. I don't hear any tails flapping. Oh, hang on, is that a...
Yeah, one big one.
One big one. Oh. Look at this one. I can hear him. Where is he? Where'd he go? I seriously can't find him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's under the can of tuna. Now this, perfect. Look at this one.
Another little bubble one.
He's soft, which means he's just molted. Like a yabby, they molt their shell. But that right there is what we're after. Is there another one in there? No? Alrighty, so he's gonna go in the bucket, in the cook-up bucket. And as you can see, we're getting quite a nice collection in there of shrimp and yabbies. So this is what, and we're just using dog biscuits, tin tuna and soap. So we'll come back to you in another 10 minutes and see how much more we've got. All right, so Greg's putting a tuna roll on his because he's had no luck on the soap. So it's been 10 minutes, and in between those last 10 minutes, we had one of those cray bobs, and I just put a line out because there's a big ledge that drops off under here, under the cement pylons. So I've got a cray bob out there, and we're going to do another check and see how we're going, because it seems to be working really well so far. Oh, I've got another rider. Oh, there he goes. And what have we got inside? Perfect bait size, so we might end up with a lot of bait as well today, which would be good because we can just put it in a sandwich bag and freeze it. So we got another one. Perfect bait size. So we'll pop him in there. And what I might do is I might get my dog biscuits, and just to give him a little bit more flavour, I might just pour a whole bunch just in the bottom like that. Bit of extra flavour, and just in there. So I've still got the bait in there. So we're doing pretty good so far. Can't complain, so we'll just chuck him out again. Around the right way. And we might just go right here, just a bit closer this time. A bit closer. All right, so trap number 2. We'll check him again as well. See how that one did. Oh, massive big one just jumped out. And what have we got in this one? Yeah, they seem to be riding on the top a lot. So there you go. So they seem to be riding on the top, like he was a full prawn size one. So we got more. Oh geez, see the clippers on that. So that's what we're after, guys. Oh, see, he's trying to bite me. Sorry, but we got lots of bait size. So the next one, if we get a lot of bait today, we might have plenty of bait for a shrimp bait video. I'm sort of tangled up here in my own rope. That's not good. There's a shrimp that's trying to bite me. So we just got a heap of bait ones. Oh, look at that, straight in there. Oh, one escaped, but he's all right. And let's give this bait a squeeze. Oh, there is just a bit more. We've got plenty, so just chuck that in, because I think we're getting a lot of ones that are riding on the top at the zipper. So let's see what happens with that one. No, that didn't work too well. Upside down, which I didn't want to happen. Try again. I think we got it that time. Perfect. So we got two beside each other. And we're getting a bit of a collection now. So I wonder. And nothing on the yabby yet, but we're not after fish today, so. And then Greg's one is way here. That little orange one. And they do nip you, but no blood. So we might check Greg's, see if he's got any. But the shrimp seem to be coming out now. About every 10-15 minutes we're doing a check. Can you see anything down there? Not yet, so the orange line's about here, just near that weed bed. Greg's trying not to fall in. Do you want me to grab it? You got you watch him fall in. Be funny bloopers now. Who falls in first? Not even, he says. All right, we got him. Let's see if we got any in the tuna one. Tuna and dog biscuits in this one. And absolutely nothing. So they're not liking the tuna for some reason. Well, we'll chuck him out again. They really don't like the tuna today. But anyway, we'll come back in another 10 minutes and we'll see how we've gone. All right, we're going to do another check. That trap we moved. Haven't had much luck in that one, but this one, we opened the top zipper and looks like it's got quite a few in it. So, let's see. So we've left the top zipper open in this one, and there are, you can't see them, but they're absolutely everywhere down here. But I'm just going to lift it out, and hopefully we've got quite a few. And I think you can hear them in there. Oh, that one. So we might hop up here and get these ones out, let them settle again and see what we got. Like this here is what we're after. If I can get him, because they're spiky. This is here, this is him. So the freshwater prawn or shrimp. Got the nippers like a prawn. That's what we're after. Perfect grilling size. And if we get small ones, we've got quite a few small ones in there, but this is another good eating size. The small ones will be frozen and for bait in another video, but see this one here, he's a bit cranky because he's biting me. So we'll put the big ones in the bucket. And just using dog biscuits for bait. So that's all we're doing. Put him in the bucket like so, and then see what sort of bait size ones we got in here. See if you guys can have a look. So quite a few good bait size ones. There's one in there. He might just go, but perfect bait size. Plenty of bait, so we'll be freezing the bait, the bait ones. But freshwater prawns. I think we've got another one. It's perfect size. And I think we've got maybe one or two more in there. So this is what we're after. Oh, and that one, he's all right. He can live. He earned that one. Oh, he's gone back in. He doesn't want to come out. So we'll sort through these later, but we're going to keep catching them for now. We'll grill the big ones and keep the small ones for a later video. But there you go, we are getting quite a lot. At the moment, we've only been here for a couple of hours, and I think we're doing okay. Very slippery and oily because of the dog biscuits, but that's exactly what we are after. And he can go back. I'll catch him in a minute. A few's all right to let go. And just doing bait collecting, as well as trying to get a feed of some prawns, but this is a perfect bait one. So he's going to go in the bait bucket. And the dog, oh, I just scooped this one, guys, with the net, and get a load of the nipper on this thing. I just scooped him. He was hanging off the side of the net, and we got a couple of his friends down there, so he is going in the cook bucket. But look at that, you can't, freshwater prawn, and he's trying to bite me really good, but his friends are going to go in the bucket as well. But I just scooped them. They were hanging off the side of the net, like just riding on the side. So always pays to pull it in slowly, and we'll pull him up and see if we've got any more in it, but I think we do. I can hear it. All right, so here's a nice one. A nice one. He's trying to nip me, but that's the sort of thing we're after. Nice freshwater prawn. And I've got a whole bunch of bait ones in here, which will be awesome. So that's what we got. Perfect. So all these ones are going in the bucket after they finish biting me. And we're doing pretty good, but, and oh, there's another nice one. If I can get him out. Here he is. Perfect. Oh, don't do that, net. Perfect. Look at that one. The eyes on him. Get a close up. See-through body and big nippers. So he is going in the bucket, and I think we've got a couple more, but just on the dog biscuits. So we're doing pretty good so far. It mightn't be the cook up I was hoping, but it would be definitely a good taste test, because it's not quite summer yet. They're probably just coming out of hibernation. Yep. Oh, look at that one. I don't know if you can see that, guys. You probably can't. Look at the size of that thing. I bet you I couldn't even scoop him. I'm just going to put it straight back there. All right, perfect bait size, guys. So these ones will all be frozen for bait. He is massive. Where did he go? Still there. He's down there somewhere. They're just coming out of the rocks. There he is. Look at him. Big claw. You guys can't see it. I wish you could. But oh, just in between here. Just in between the rocks there, I reckon should do good. All right, we'll check this one. This one I threw near the rocks because they've always been near the rocks today. But I don't think that one's got any in it at all. This one looks actually empty.
One on the side of it.
Lost him. Alright, so that net's empty. I'll just chuck it in a different spot. Where they've been hanging on. Let's see if we can't. Any in your tuna one?
So, yeah.
Nothing. Alright, we've got one more up here. I got the orange one, which was out pretty deep, so we'll have a look. We'll pull him slowly in case we need the net. I can't see any on the side just yet. Couple of little baity ones, bait size ones. If I move the tin of tuna around, couple of nice bait size ones. Right. So a couple of good bait size ones again is what we're after. Put him in there and we'll come back to you in a short time. Alright guys, so that was the haul that we got today. I don't know if you can see it, but jumping around like crazy in there. We got the charcoal burner going nicely with the hot rocks. So we're going to pick out the big ones, and we've got some gourmet Thai. We got some chili, and we got some lemongrass, and just some minced garlic. And because we're a bit fancy, we've got garlic and herb potatoes, so we're going to roast them, already cooked. So we're just going to get out the big ones, and we've got the skewers. Now these are a double-ended skewer, so literally all we're going to do is pick out the ones that we want. I only want the big ones, so like this. So, and we are literally just going to straight through the middle like this, and we're just going to pinch these together. Like so. So they're on the skewer, and you're just going to slide him down. We only want the big ones, the ones that are prawn size. And as they are cooking, we're going to paste some stuff on them, but like this, straight through the belly, like so. So we might put 4 on this one, 4 on this skewer. Oh, sorry about that, he's biting me, but I would too. And you've just got a prawn kibber, and they're just going to go straight on here like so. They're just going to go straight on the hot rocks like that, and you can see they're already turning a nice color. And this is just a quick kill, so you can see they go orange like the prawns do. So can see they go orange, and then we're just going to bring them off and sit them on the board. So they're half cooked, but just enough to put them out of their misery. And we're just going to get a bit of this lemongrass cold paste, squirt him on like this, and you're just going to brush them. Get a bit of flavour in there. Just scoop him up, it's all good. Just give him a bit of a brush, bit of a flavour, and then just put him straight back on the coals. Like that. And then, so that one, for those 4 prawns, has got the lemongrass. And the next one, I think we're going to spice it up a bit and go to chili. So we'll get some more of these out. But you don't want to burn the prawns either. And the next big one, so just the big ones today, like that. Get your skewer straight through the middle, like that. Like that. And just keep turning these so they don't burn too much. Just a little taste test today to see how this goes. Oh, so they're all still nice, and just keep turning them. And we only want the big ones today, the ones that are the proper prawn size. Like that. And we go one more big one. Oops, not the small one. Just keep turning him like that. See what this tastes like, I don't know, but I hope it tastes okay. I'll just pop that one on there because these ones aren't working too well. Ow. And we'll just pop him on there. And those ones are going to do some chili ones now. This is just a bit of a taste test, so I hope it doesn't taste too bad. Probably won't taste anything like I'm hoping, but oh, and we lost one, but that's all right. So a bit of chili paste, and just brush him on there. And we lost one, but he'll be okay. And all the rest that are in the bucket, we're going to use them for bait. Put them back in there. We don't really want them to die. Hopefully they'll just sit there in the river. There we go, sitting on the bottom. And we can turn the chili ones now and turn the other ones. So it's just the hot rocks on the flame. It smells really good. We need smell-o-vision, I reckon. They still look like prawns too, don't they, really? And we got some potatoes. Now I've got to try and get into these suckers, which I should just open them up. So we're just going to move these ones to the side. Just chop him up there, and we've got a sneaky surprise as well. So just open up the packet. Mm-hmm. Well, they smell good. There we go. And then we're just going to put these straight on here. Now, these are already cooked, already marinated, and we're just going to pop them on there. See what these taste like. These were $4 from Coles. So I hope they're okay. I'll just keep turning the old prawns. Fish can have that one. Yeah, and then we're just going to pour it on here. Bit of flavour, smoky flavour. Smells pretty good already. And we just fancied up a bit. So we got this to go with it today. We got some Bundaberg apple cider, non-alcoholic. So we got the soft drink to go with that today. All right, time to taste, guys. It's pretty well finished. So that's your prawns and your potato. All right, let's give it a go. I don't know what this. So that's what they are when they're all cooked. They smell okay. Time will tell if we end up sick or not. So that one's the chili. So the one on the right's the chili lemongrass. I just might move these over a bit so they can get a bit more of a grill. And let's see. All right, time to test if we're going to end up with food poisoning. We might go with this one first. This one looks pretty crispy. So just peel the head off. It smells okay. Do a bit of a skin peel. And it just looks like a prawn on the inside. And it doesn't taste terribly bad. Actually tastes pretty close to a prawn. I mean, don't forget these are only river prawns. These aren't the big ones you get in the ocean. Maybe that will be a video one day soon, I hope. They're okay, are they? Nothing flash, but this, yeah, this was just a practice run to see if this was going to taste any good. You know what, they're not bad. I mean, you'd need a lot of that size to have a good feed. And then you can just use these and stab your potato. Probably should put them on a skewer as well. And then you can just line everything along, but garlic and herb potato. Probably with these, they did shrink a lot too. They did shrink. They were twice that size when we put them on. But these are really good. Right, well, that's it for another episode, guys. This was just our first freshwater shrimp catch and cook prawns. Not sure what the next one will be, but they're hopefully trying to get better and better every time. So we'll catch you on the next one. So that'll be pretty cool. Alrighties. Keep turning these. Crack one of them open. They should be nice and cold. smell really good. So don't forget the potatoes are already cooked. We're just putting a bit of smoky flavour through them. And the prawns with the chili. Just keep turning them. Just keep turning them and making them look pretty cool. And the ones that are in the bucket, we're going to freeze them and use them for our next bait trip.